Let's go, street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, Jake and O. Sports professor, you know. Street professor back again, it's game time. A la playa, no playtime, it's play guy. Cause we ain't talking about practice like AI. Sports professor spit the best takes out like AI. Artfully intelligent, I can't write mine. Rhyme citing with girls' DMs like Messi after the goal time. That was a triple entendre, did you catch me rambling? Flipping Simone Biles, we the bottom line champion.
I need my hands.
Let's go, street pro, bottom line. Flow, canteen, hot take, Jake and O. Sports professor, you know. Yo, street professor, I'm back, baby, like I never left. Bottom line, flow, canteen, hot take, Jake and O. Street! Stop!
Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Yeah, these championship rings on my hands now. In my head, I'm top 10, yeah, that's hands down. You a squad, now you're looking man down. Funny how foes turn to friends now. Drive a race car like a Atari now. Caught filling up, I need product again. Treat the business like a playground, might slide on you. Don't me wrong, might slide on you. Do a backflip, cause I'm mad rich. I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. Go hard. Go home, go hard, or go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn to my home, can't get me out of my zone. Go hard, or go home. Go hard, or go home. I'm a warrior, I go back to back, then go back to back. If I top the top, then a double back, and I'm topping that. Yeah, I beat my own records. Yeah, I gotta get money fetish. Same team, I don't set trip. Never dull, this electric. Went and put the Ricks on my toes. Me and bro, that's the give and go. Stay 100, end zone. Keep them coming. I know. I won't flood my wrist, no, I'm not dumb like that. No. I just wanna give my mama 100 racks. Go hard, or go home. 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 Touchdown like the end zone.
Yo,
When the circle turn to my home,
what's going on?
Go hard, or go home.
I'm like, go hard, go home.
Go home.
Yeah. I don't know where Omar went.
Where the professor at, man?
I don't know where the professor went. Welcome to the Bottom Line Sports Show.
Yes, sir.
What's up? Time to go hard or go home. Let me get that music started. I'm off today. All right. Yeah. Welcome to episode 109. Sports professor disappeared. I don't know where he went. He's here somewhere. He's somewhere in the Ethernet, internet, whatever you want to call it. Welcome to, he'll be back. Episode 109. Woo! Appreciate everybody coming in, dropping in. 1,503 on the Facebook group. Let's go for 1,600 now. Let's get 1,600.
Hey, Flo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a vision, bro.
Okay.
We want 2,000 by football season of 24. 2,000 fans.
Football season.
2,000.
Dang it, 2,000 members on the Facebook group. Let's go, 2,000 members. Y'all share this right now. Like, subscribe, or join the Facebook group. Trying to get up to 2,000 members by Canteen. Hey, what's up? Who is that Canteen? It's not showing on here, so. Let's see who that
Hold
is.
on. Let me see.
What up, fellas? He said, "What up, fellas?" Sorry, it doesn't show on here. It says Facebook.
I think that's
You find it?
Ruben Fonseca.
Hey, what's up, Ruben?
What's up, man?
What's up, Ruben? Shout out to Ruben. He's here, but his son's not. He disappeared on us. So, but yeah, we welcome everybody. Go share, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And here we go, ready to start let's get into this. Lot going on. You good, Jake? You haven't said much. You all right? You been good?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
Yeah.
You saw when he rubbed his hands together. He said he ready.
He ready. Oh man, he ready.
Let's get it going.
What's up, Ruben? Getting ready to get going. Jake's ready. He's ready for the football season already because his Broncos didn't do too good.
We need some off-season moves to happen.
All right, here we go. I got this freshly off the press. I was trying to find who's that? Omar. What's up, Omar? Oh, where'd you go, Omar? You are
Professor. Oh, they were the professor right there.
Yo, what up, friend?
There we go. What's up? What happened, Professor? You dropped off on us. What happened?
Yeah, my this whole new setup is giving me some kinks and stuff, so I am trying to work them out as we go along. So y'all keep up the good work while I try to figure out this situation I got going on.
Okay, I was trying to find our schedule. Let me see if I can find it. But we're going to kind of do a quick review of our preseason picks. We all did a picks of our preseason now. I was kind of going through them. But I wanted to bring them up, but I don't know if I can find them here.
Are they subscribing at the Bottom Line Sports while you're doing this?
Yeah, I told them to subscribe at the Bottom Line Sports, to share this with all their neighbors, share it with all their favorite friends, and some of their not so favorite friends, you know. But yeah, I mean, I was trying to see if I could find I printed this off the other day, but now I can't find it. But anyway, so I'll show it. Maybe you can see it on the camera, but anyway, it's all right here.
You got our projections?
Yeah.
I got mine. I already went through mine.
Oh, okay.
You got everything in writing, right, Flo?
I got it all in writing, black and white, hardcore ink, as they say, or what is it? Ink? I guess in ink. It's an ink and blood, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, so yeah, we don't have to go through every single one. I did have Dallas number 1 seed. Canteen did too, but we were with number 2 seed instead. Omar got that right as the number 2 seed. Jake was wrong again, had number 5 seed. But then we had let's see, who do we have number 2 seed? I think I had the 49ers as a number 2 seed.
Who did we all have in the Super Bowl is the real question.
Well, here's the thing, though. I'm looking, and then
You gonna get to that, Jake?
I'm getting to it, Jake. Give me a second. And then, of course, Jake had Denver number 2 seed, and then he dropped him to 7 seed. But
whoa,
yeah, he had him number 2 seed.
Whoa,
He had Kansas City was number 3 seed. That wasn't too bad. I mean, because they were number 3 seed, right? That was actually pretty good by Jake. He had number 3 seed for them. I had number 1 seed. You had number 2 seed for Kansas City. Omar had a number 1, and then of course he had Buffalo's number 2 seed. So we over predicted Kansas City just a bit. I'm the only one that had the Pittsburgh making the playoffs, by the way.
Dang.
I'm the only one having the winning season. I had them at, I think, a 6 seed. So
dude, I think that most of us got at least 5 out of 7 right. I think all of us did.
Yeah.
Because I missed Cincinnati. I'm sure other people did because of Joe Burrow injury.
Yeah, with Joe Burrow,
the Chargers were the one that I was horrible on.
Yeah, any kind of injury like Joe Burrow, like Aaron Rodgers, that threw those whole seeding off. So we have a little grace on those because, I mean, if your quarterback goes down, that's gonna be pretty tough, especially for the whole season.
And same thing in the NFC because it was Minnesota for me. Right. But other than that, I got 5 out of 7 right in the NFC too.
Yeah. So here's what we got. Let's do the NFC first, real quick. So I had the Dallas and the 49ers. So And then Canteen had Dallas and Atlanta. I don't know where that came from. Yeah, you did. That was what you had, man.
You know where it came
Dallas
from.
and Atlanta for what?
You know where
In
it
the
came from.
NFC Championship.
I
You
said
did-
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that. Yes, you did say that.
You did say that. Okay, and then Omar had Dallas and Philly, which the Philly one was off, but
We're your friends, Samuel.
and then Jake had the Saints and the 49ers, so that was almost as bad as the Falcons.
I was close.
Oh, that's Mr.
Close.
Rubin. Like,
Facebook.
let Omar's dad know that, man. We can't see any names. It just says Facebook user. It
Yeah.
doesn't populate the names.
You gotta
when
register.
make comments, man.
Yeah, you
It
got
don't
to
make no comments.
register.
The comments post, but they don't post. They don't post.
There's a link, Ruben. If you go to the link in the description, there's a link you can register and you can see. There's old
Yeah.
Sam Boone. If I
But,
had
don't,
friends, you have some friends, Sam.
here at the Bottom Line Sports, you got friends.
Yeah.
Subscribe,
We're
and you
weird.
can always hear from your friends.
Stick
at
by
the
'em.
Bottom
Right.
Line Sports.
All right. So that was our picks. Most of us had Dallas or the Niners, and we got half that right, except for Omar. Well, yeah, 3 of us had Dallas, and 2 of us had the 49ers. So, and then on the other side, I had the Chiefs and the Bengals, which of course that was wrong because of Joe Burrow. And then Can had the Ravens and Chiefs. He actually got that right. Shout out to Can. That was pretty good. He had the Chiefs and the Ravens. That was pretty good.
Okay.
And then Bills and the Chiefs for Omar, a little off. They did play in the playoffs, but it was earlier. And then, of course, Jake was some other planet with the Broncos and the Bengals in the AFC.
We were close. Don't
He
worry.
was on planet Denver.
Ooh.
This was Jake when he made his predictions.
Don't worry.
Hey.
I think you had the Cowboys
Give
in
me
the
some of that
NFC.
loving,
Hey.
baby.
Hey, we made the playoffs at least. I mean, at least we had a chance to be there.
Yeah, we did that, man.
You got blown out though.
Yeah, we had a chance. We had a shot at it. You didn't
You
even.
know who else got blown out, gentlemen? If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, I believe it was 3rd week of the season,
Right.
maybe the 5th week of this. Jake, there's something coming to mind. I just can't quite put my finger. Can you help me out, please?
Which is it?
Was there a blowout that we saw early in the
blowout?
a record blowout? I believe it was.
I would feel bad for you, man. Y'all don't have a quarterback.
Don't try to change the
Try to change
subject.
the subject.
Got blown out from
Their
70
future
I ain't want to throw shade now.
Their
Future-
future is Jimmy G.
Future's not Jimmy G. Jimmy G's gone. They already said they're going to cut him and eat the money.
He got,
Aiden O'Connell is
also.
also Aiden O'Connell's also not the future. I would trade for Justin Fields if it were me, but we'll see what happens.
Bingo.
Man, my lights freaking out on me.
Well, I like how you brought up Justin Fields. I think that'd be the question of the day. Where do we see him going?
Yeah. Yeah.
And-
ooh,
And we've already, everybody's made their speculations about Justin Fields and where he's going, man. I'm telling you, the perfect fit for Justin Fields is Atlanta. Arthur Smith,
I agree.
I don't want him to go to
think that is a
Pittsburgh. If he go
Right.
to Arthur Smith is the offensive coordinator at Pittsburgh. He's trash. He's horrible. He will not be a good fit for an organization like that, bro.
You don't think so?
ATL is where he need to go.
My light's going out and everything, man. I can't get this going on. All right, so here's what we picked. Just put it out there, finish it off. I picked the Chiefs to win AFC. Can picked the Ravens, but he picked the Chiefs to win. Omar had the Chiefs, but he picked the Bills to win in his little dream scenario of Bills and the Cowboys. And
I mean, it wasn't a dream scenario. I don't care. I just said it was a good storyline.
Your storyline scenario. You know what I mean. Dream for me, kind of a
Don't try to
storyline.
make me a Cowboys fan like you made Stan a Cowboys fan. I ain't
Hey, you'll come to the
Raiders
light.
all day. Raiders.
Jake had the Bengals going. Jake had the Bengals going, and then all of us had Dallas winning the other side, and then Jake got it right with the 49ers on the other side. So half a shout out to Jake getting that one right.
And Bengals should have went on that side if he didn't get hurt. Man, I would have had it perfect.
Bourbon get hurt.
Now,
You wouldn't have had it perfect.
I wish you would have done the math for us.
Okay.
Or for
Hey, for real quick, y'all talk about where do you think Justin should land? I gotta answer the door here real quick. Man.
all right,
Hey,
we'll do that. Hey,
go,
Jake, what do you think?
you can start off, Omar.
No, that's all good. Hey, Ken, what do you think is best? Do you think Pittsburgh or Atlanta or the Raiders? Those
Man,
are the top
as I said,
Why are the
man, I
Raiders
think-
even a pro? Hold on. Why are the Raiders even a product?
I'll let him go first. Go ahead, Jake.
Go ahead, Jake.
Well, here's my point. If I'm Justin Fields, I stay as far away from defensive coach as far as possible.
Okay.
So I cancel out the Steelers automatically. Here's the second part. This guy is nearly a bust, guys.
Oh, what?
He's on the edge, Canteen, of being a bust.
I mean, he is on the edge. He is on the edge.
This is
for sure.
his last chance, Canteen.
Just about there.
If he goes to Atlanta, who is protecting him?
I'll be
on the
probably
offensive
another
line?
hour. Yeah, you welcome.
And who is throwing the ball? Who is he throwing the ball to? I don't trust anybody there.
Let me
So in
say
Atlanta,
this,
he's
Jake.
gonna have. In Atlanta, he's not gonna have the DJ Moore
Drake
type
London,
of weapon.
Kyle
But he
Pitts,
has right.
Bijan
exactly.
Robinson,
Yep.
and then
weapons.
he's already got a
Arthur
solid
Smith.
defense, man.
Arthur Smith, a great head coach, was let go because he didn't have enough players.
Crazy.
Thank
You
you.
say
Chad
great?
Smith was a
He
good
didn't have
head
enough
coach.
players.
I mean, I don't think
Offensively,
so.
they
I'm
didn't
glad
give
he
him
was
enough
let go.
players. And they let him go
You
for
said
a dumb reason.
He just said Arthur was a
Oh,
great
wait,
head
wait.
coach.
You saying that Arthur Smith was a great head coach based off of
He was-
what?
I
Right,
believe he was
right.
not
Based
proven
off of what? Right.
Look, man,
because he didn't get
you
to
got
prove it because
Bijan
they didn't give him
Robinson,
the quarterback he needed.
Drake
He
London.
wasn't
Tyler
a great OC
Algier.
in Tennessee. What are you talking about, dude?
Drake London's
Hold on.
average, guys. He don't have a
London is
number
not
one
average. Drake
receiver.
London has immense potential.
He don't have a number one receiver. Bijan
Drake
Robinson
London
didn't
can be a
live up
number
to the
one.
hype. Am I right? Omar?
Look,
Bijan
bro.
Robinson
You got a
didn't live up to
three-headed
the
running
hype.
back.
That's true.
You
But he
had
didn't live
Kyle
up to it,
Pitts.
right?
Kyle Pitts became irrelevant. Kyle Pitts became irrelevant on the offense.
Thank you.
What are you
Thank you.
talking
Is that-
about?
is
I think
that-
it's finally time,
Is that on
Canteen.
Kyle Pitts too, though?
I think it's finally time, Canteen.
It's on
to
the
honestly-
offensive coach. It's on the coach.
He did
Hold
nothing with
on.
Bijan Robinson either. When
I
you're
think
giving
it's
these
time,
fools,
Canteen, to call Kyle Pitts a bust. I hate
When
to
you-
say
yeah,
it.
but-
Yo, boss.
no, but sometimes it's not always the player. Sometimes it's the coach too. And I'm not saying that Kyle Pitts is not a bust.
Arthur
All
Smith
I'm
didn't have a
saying
fair
is
shot.
that
Omar.
Arthur Smith had Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson,
Come on,
two
come on.
awesome weapons coming out of college, and absolutely ruined the early.
You
early stages of their
got a top tier running back coming fresh out of Texas.
I think he did a
And what
lot
you
with
do
a
with
lot
him?
less. I
What
think
you do with
y'all
him?
have it the wrong way. I hate to say
I
it.
don't know. I think. Well, he didn't do
I
much
mean,
with him
right.
anyways.
If you have that kind of run, Jake, if you have that kind of running talent, why not run the ball more? I don't. That's what I don't
He
get.
don't have an offensive line. That's what I'm saying. The GM didn't help him with O line. He got no quarterback.
So they didn't have offensive line. That's why Brandon didn't survive.
So, where are you saying, Jake, that he should go?
I think I said this.
Justin Fields going to Atlanta, man.
Justin Fields' last chance. And I don't know if I would go to Atlanta because there's no O line there.
Right.
And I wouldn't go to Pittsburgh either. Because I don't believe in a defensive head coach. You need an offensive.
I mean, it's not really up to him, right? It's up to, I guess, the Bears at this point.
I think the Bears would do him right. I think the Bears will ask him, hey, if they get the same offers, I think they'll ask him. So if every team's offering their second round pick, I think that they'll do him right and they'll let him choose. But if I'm him, I try every way I can to either go to. There's two spots, all right, and the second one's going to shock you.
There you
The
go.
first one. Well, hold on.
Go ahead, Jake.
Look at him.
Jake, I ain't saying. I'm waiting on you.
Go
I
ahead,
got you.
Jake. Okay, go
I'll
ahead.
take the first one. And you think it's
All right.
crazy, but I think he should play backup first. I think he
What?
should go to Philadelphia.
Oh.
I think he should go to Philadelphia. He should have a Geno
Marcus
Smith,
Mariota,
teach himself right, teach himself the game,
but he's
learn
been
under
in
a good wing.
Isn't that his third season? Second or third season?
Remember, he's been with a bad head coach this whole time. And I'm not saying Justin Fields is great, but he's average.
Okay.
So you have to you gotta help him out a little bit.
Can't we give Herbert the same excuse?
What? No,
Hell
stop
no.
that.
Oh, come on! Remember,
Hell
he's
no.
been with bad head
Herbert's
coach,
a superstar.
but he's been with bad head coach.
So what's Herbert's excuse then, Jake?
Herbert's a
Coaching?
superstar. He showed everybody he was a superstar from rookie year one. You don't get that pass, buddy. Sorry.
Okay.
You want to show me how great you are?
Well, I
Here's the
think he
second
had a
one.
better coach before they let go of Anthony Lynn. I think they should have just kept him. I think they were better
The
off.
second, yeah, I think you're right too. The second team I would pick,
Okay.
and I think he could compete for the starting job here. I hate to say it, but I think you should ask for it. I go to Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
I go to
Hell
Tampa
no.
Bay.
Hell no. Hell
There's
no.
a great offensive repertoire over there. As long
mean,
as
he
they keep Mike Evans,
He
that's a
could fit
very
there.
good situation. And I'm
could,
sorry,
But I
Baker
mean,
will only take you as far as what he took you. I hate to say it.
but are they gonna reward Baker for a really good season, take him to the playoffs?
I don't know. Let me tell you something. I don't know why you'd be complacent. I think that was Baker's ceiling. You're telling me Baker makes an NFC Championship game? I sure don't.
I think it's possible. He's got enough talent around him. If he's able to, if you're able to maybe show up your defense a little bit on the back end, and keep his games in. If you can keep them in a low scoring game, I think you can do well. What happened, Jake? You good?
I'm right,
Jake.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Okay. So so everybody thinks that the Bears are going to trade him basically, and they're going to
It'd
get
be the stupidest thing if the Bears do not trade him. If they do
And
not
they're
trade Caleb Williams.
Everybody basically thought they're going to trade him, or thinks they're going to trade.
They better do it because this would
Okay.
be the dumbest mistake I've ever seen.
Okay.
So let me
here's
ask you
what I-
guys this question right here, man.
I think they're going to keep him. But go ahead.
So what do you think they do with Caleb Williams?
I think
What about Caleb Williams? That's the question.
they're not going to draft him. I think the Commanders are going to get him. I think they're gonna draft Harrison Jr. and get him a wideout.
That'd be the dumbest thing for them
Get
to
him.
do.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to
Come
get
on,
him.
Marvin Harrison Jr. from Ohio State.
Yeah.
Ohio State kid.
They're going to give him a weapon, and they're going to try and
Right.
build around him and give him. This is his chance, and to prove it. I mean, I think that's what they're going to do because he's looked better every year, slightly. But like you said, Jake, he hadn't really had a good coach, a good weapons around him. Really, they got a weapon last year, but I think Harrison Jr. Everybody thinks is the best wide receiver in the draft. So I think they probably give him a big number one wide receiver, and they see what they can do with Justin Fields with the weapons. And I think Caleb ends up going to probably the Commanders.
I don't like that.
I mean, I know you don't like it, but I'm not saying that will happen. That's what I think is going to happen. That would probably be the best thing for both teams. We'll see what happens.
Excuse me, man.
Let us know what you think. Who do you think Justin Fields is going this offseason?
ATL, man. ATL.
Yeah, I mean, that would work too. I think that would work, but I just don't think they're going to trade him.
I think
think
ATL would be best. I just think that if I were the Raiders, I would also be looking.
Everybody
trade
gets
for
ruined
him.
when they go there. Arthur Smith got ruined because he didn't have the right pieces. I
Arthur
wouldn't want
Smith.
Justin Fields to do the same thing.
Dan Quinn got ruined
Ruined
there.
the damn Falcons. That's what he did.
So what you saying, Jake? A head coach got ruined based off of what?
Yeah, he's
That's
being,
like you
he's
saying
being
Sean
ridiculous.
Payton.
You didn't
He's
give
being
him-
ridiculous. He's being
They're
ridiculous.
like Sean Payton hit first. So let me ask you this. No, hold on, wait. Let me talk. You saying Arthur Smith got ruined in 3 years, and Sean Payton, you betting on Sean Payton? He was the greatest coach coming from New Orleans. He had all this firepower, and what he do in his first year? Let's talk about it.
He had a great
Right.
GM.
He
I
had a
don't
great
think
GM.
Atlanta has a great
sucked.
GM.
He sucked per the
I
usual.
mean, I think Jake makes a point. I don't know that Arthur Smith.
Y'all
is a
want to
great
say he had a
coach.
three-headed monster, but
But
no.
he-
How do
he
you run
definitely
the
didn't
ball
have a
when you
lot
got
of
no
help.
lineman?
I kind of agree with Jake. He didn't have a lot of help. I don't think his GM helped him very much. But I think a lot. I think Arthur Smith. I don't think he's a great coach.
Let's go back. The
You
problem
gave
is
Arthur
you want
Smith
to pay.
Desmond
You
Ritter.
want to pay Flo, listen. You want to play Russell Wilson
Man
all
can't
this
pass an
money,
accurate pass over
and
10
then you
yards.
can't even bring in the key players you need to be on the offensive line, your key
Right.
running backs and key receivers, because you trying to pay him all the money, and now you want to get rid of him. You want to get rid of him before the trade deadline. Why?
Canty, I'm gonna tell you
Y'all
something.
make irrational decisions because you could have brought in all the other players in and paid him less than you could be winning.
I'm gonna tell you
Man.
something, and I want you to think about this real quick.
I go ahead, Jake.
Arthur Smith just got picked up by Pittsburgh, and there's already a report that they want Russ. I would be very. This is already me trying to say, hey man, this is one of my hot takes next year. I think that Steelers team could
Ooh.
really do some damage if they get Russ and they get a couple pieces in the offseason with Russ, and you have Arthur Smith playing offensive coordinator. I promise you, he's going to show you what he can do with pieces around him.
Yeah. No, you know what, Jake? I agree. He is going to show what he can do with a real coach coaching him in Mike Tomlin.
Instead of Peyton.
OMAR.
What has Peyton done without Drew Brees?
I do agree, though. Russell Wilson would be good in Pittsburgh, I think.
Okay. You agree with
Jake? Arthur Smith. I think that's more of a Arthur Smith.
I just think he needs more. You know what? I just think it's a better system for him. Let's say that. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
With Arthur Smith.
Right.
I don't want to hear that.
Absolutely correct, Omar.
Okay, that could be true. It's very heavy run based.
Run game.
And
it's a better organization. It's a better organization. It's better structured. It's better run. It's better owned. It's better coached. It's a better name. They have more Super Bowls. I mean, the Steelers are heads and tails above the Broncos as an organization.
It's a better organization. Haven't won since 2008.
But are they for sure getting rid of them? I heard rumors.
So Jake, what you're saying is Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season since he's been there. And
that's what they keep. That's what they keep hanging on to. Congratulations!
The Broncos have had some pretty crappy seasons. A lot of them.
Has been above 500 for 17 seasons. He's been above
even before 500. Mike Tomlin. Even before they were winning every year in and out with Chuck Noll. Get out of here! The Broncos win. The Broncos may have an above average record 5 out of 10 years of every decade. The Pittsburgh Steelers do it 9 out of 10.
By the way, they've had 2 head coaches in the past 30 years. They've averaged less Super Bowls than the Broncos
for a good reason.
In the same 30 years we're talking about. I just want to throw that in there. If you really want to think about it.
How many Super Bowls do they have?
30 years, they've had 2 head coaches.
Only so you fit it to your time narrative. So you fit that narrative to your timeline, so it fit. So that only the Broncos Super Bowls fit within that. I know your game. I know your game, Jake. I know your game.
You gotta fit it in the window. You gotta fit it in the window, yeah.
Let the Pittsburgh Steelers have won 5 years outside of that. Jake would have been like, well, in the 33rd year, you've got to know that Pittsburgh has not won any championships. Get out of here.
I'm just
get out of here. What's good, Wild Card? Shout out IOW Sports. Y'all go ahead and tap in with Wild Card, Mar, Detroit Mail, and the rest.
I'm just speaking facts. You bring up that history that the Steelers are all this and that. They've had Bill Cowher and they've had Mike Tomlin. They've amounted to 2 Super Bowls. It's almost as embarrassing as the Packers having Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre and having the same amount of Super Bowls as well. I believe you failed your system. And you
talk about twisting a narrative to your own argument. That is some wild stuff you just did. No, you twisted yourself up like a pretzel to get to your conclusion.
In the same 30 years, they have less Super Bowls than us. I'm just speaking back.
All right.
Those are facts. Those are facts.
Now go back another 15 years and they got 4 more Super Bowls than that. So get out of here.
Right.
Hey, GB, you know what? It would be Jake getting any of his conference finals picks right. That's what's never going to happen.
Right? He's already cursed us by saying we're that Spurs are going to make.
But I got Russell Westbrook winning, reaching the conference finals this year with the Clippers.
Oh, wild card! Everybody's agreeing.
Thank you, wild card.
Oh, get out of here! Now the Chiefs fan who just got good 10 years ago, 5 years ago, now they talking? No, y'all just like the Broncos before 5 years ago. Y'all sucked 8 out of the 10 years. Mar, I don't even want to hear it. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I'm just
y'all sucked for decades. From Len Dawson to Patrick Mahomes. Y'all suck. Bad. Maybe a little Joe Montana there in 95. That was about it.
And you know what's sad though?
You got a little dash from Joe Montana.
And I hate the Chiefs. But in the past 5 years, they've amounted to more Super Bowls than the Steelers in the past 30.
Well, of course, they have.
If that's not
again
factual,
with this timeline that you've
I
constructed.
keep
All right,
telling
so
you, Omar, it's embarrassing.
we're talking about. Let's talk about some of these quarterbacks for next season. That's one of our topics.
I love the random 30-year timeline.
I know he's pushing this 30-year thing, man.
I wish he would have. I wish he would have said in the past. I wish he would have said in the past 10 years, knowing the Broncos have won 2 and 10. He'd be like, in the past 10 years, well, yeah, of course.
Right? That's what he should have said.
I'm just speaking facts, Omar. I'm just tired of us celebrating above mediocrity.
Ooh, shots fired, Flo. GB with the shots fired. Bang, bang, bang.
Cowboys feel like the outcast in terms of championship. Ooh.
That's true. We have two curses. One has been lifted. The Jimmy Johnson curse is now gone. Now we need to lift the Dak Prescott curse, or the Tony Romo curse, as I like to call it, by not giving him his team back when he was healthy. All right, so here we go. Kirk Cousins.
That's not a curse, dude.
Yeah,
it's not a curse.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a curse. All right, so here we go. The top few quarterbacks. I'm gonna list some of them. You kind of tell me who you want to look at.
That's messed up, GB. That's messed up.
Go down the line.
I was warned. I was.
Were you really warned?
I was 1 year old the last time we went to one. I was one. Damn it.
What's up, man? I need to get my.
What up,
my
GB?
One that one. He's shooting at everybody's thing, or he. I'm not sure. Is that a he or?
Anyway. You got Papa riled up now. Something you did.
I know he hates the curse when I say curse. That's why I bring it up, because I know he's watching. I was trying to. He said he likes being incognito, but now I know I can always tell who he is.
Yeah, he's the only Facebook user I see popping up.
I'm gonna list the top 5 free agents right now, and we can kind of hit kind of the one you want to, and we'll all kind of discuss it.
My bad, Mar. That was you. My bad.
Okay. So right now we have Kirk Cousins listed on most as the number 1 free agent. He was with the Vikings, of course, for a while. Baker Mayfield, another free agent, who a lot of people think will re-sign with the Bucs. Then you got Ryan Tannehill, who was with the Titans, and is due to be released. Gardner Minshew was kind of a fill-in for the Colts, when they lost their rookie to injury. And then Jacoby Brissett is listed as another possible free agent. We don't know if the Commanders are going to re-sign him. And then Carson Wentz, number 6. And then Jameis Winston from the Saints. So any of those you want to tackle or touch on, you go ahead, Omar. You've been kind of in and out. Any one of those, do you think where they're going to land, or where's the best landing spot for these guys? Other than the obvious, we think probably Mayfield is going to land with the Bucs, but some of these other ones are a little up in the air, and some of them are kind of back up. So.
Oh, can I just start with that is an ugly free agent field. Yeah. Jeez Louise, those are your top options.
Joe Flacco's out there too. Joe Flacco's out
there. Man, it's weak out there in them streets this year. I don't even know what to say, because I think most of them will end up back
y'all where they quarterback.
Yeah, but I don't want any of those people you just mentioned. Not one of them.
Nobody. You don't want none of them
at all.
I mean, Baker.
Hell no.
I mean, Kirk Cousins is going to go back to the Vikings. We can assume that. There's no point in really, making a change there. They're not going to be able to find an upgrade. He knows the offense. He knows the coach. I think that Tannehill is done. He's a backup now going forward. Okay. He couldn't even beat out Malik Willis or Will Levis here in Nashville, so he's going to be a backup somewhere next year. Baker Mayfield, as you mentioned, no point in talking about that. He will be re-signing. Yeah, it's just that's a bad field. I don't even know what to say. That's horrid.
Okay. What did you say? I'm sorry, I missed what you said about Kirk Cousins.
I said Kirk Cousins should re-sign with the Vikings because of the fact that he knows the offense. Well, he knows the offense. The offense knows him. He knows the head coach. They're not going to be able to find a upgrade over him. Do you see an upgrade in that field? I don't. Kirk Cousins was the best quarterback in that field, and I don't want him. So I guess go back to the Vikings. What other choice do the Vikings have? Who are they going to get? They're going to go with Nick Mullins? That's not smart.
Could the Broncos get him as a kind of a stopgap?
If I were the Broncos, he would definitely be somebody I would be Targeting for sure. Yes. If I was Sean Payton in the Broncos, yes. Kirk Cousins would be number one on my list.
What do you think, Jake, about Kirk Cousins to the Broncos?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
stopgap?
Here's the thing. He's not a bad quarterback. I believe he's in the same tier with Dak. He's in the same tier with, the top 11 through 15 quarterbacks in the league. So let me just say this. If I'm Kirk Cousins, I let go of Minnesota. I finally move on from it because I believe it's time to tell them, hey, look, you had your chance. I hate to say this, and I don't think they're thinking about it, but I think if he is not signed by, and I think he will be signed by somebody, but if he's not, if I'm the Niners, I look at him. I'm telling you, Brock Purdy did not look good in the Super Bowl.
What?
I hate to say it.
Oh my goodness!
No, think
can
about
you turn
this.
his mic off? Turn his camera off. Do something, please. This is getting ridiculous. Did you twist your lips and let that come out of your mouth? That Brock Purdy, who has proven himself from Mr. Irrelevant to almost two-time Super Bowl appearance member, if he wouldn't have got hurt, probably gonna win next year. You know what? I gotta turn my camera off.
Let me say this real quick, Omar.
Go ahead,
Jake.
Jake.
Think about this. Kirk Cousins can make those passes that Brock Purdy couldn't in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Go look at the games. He's been able to do that. If I'm the Niners, I take serious consideration because let me tell you something. You're not beating Patrick Mahomes with him. So my point is this, and it's exactly this. Niners, I would take them. Here's another one, and it's in the same division. I would pick them if I was Seattle. Let me tell you something. I think Gino's falling, and I mean he's falling fast. Like he always said, you know what? No, everybody wrote him off. He didn't write back. Well, let me tell you something. We're writing you off again, buddy. You're done. No, I'm calling a spade a spade. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute, Omar.
What he had the nerve to say, GB. He had the nerve. The nerve. You know what?
The nerve. The nerve.
No, be honest with me, Omar. In the fourth quarter,
he said the 49
touchdown pass yet. Did it not worry you? That's embarrassing.
Oh, here's okay.
Okay.
So,
Look,
Omar,
let me put it to you this way. To you this way. We have Aiden O'Connell, and I don't want Kirk Cousins. So why would the 49ers take Kirk Cousins over Brock Purdy?
Because some of Kirk Cousins' best years was in Washington
are behind him.
With Kyle Shanahan.
Shout out to David Burns watching
as his offensive coordinator.
Hey, shout out David, Texas.
Come on, Flo. You really entertain this trash.
No. Here, look.
This
is what I'm saying. Why not?
I'm not saying Jake.
You're not paying. Well, listen to me. You're not paying Purdy, right? He's not quite really what Kyle Shanahan wanted.
So you gonna sign Kirk Cousins and pay him more money than the guy you got?
Yeah,
the guy that took you where you need to go.
You would try for a year.
Give him
for a year.
A 2-year contract, maybe a year contract.
That's crazy, man.
As your backup, and have him push Purdy a little.
Agreed.
Have him push Purdy to get better.
Let me say this too. Let me say this real quick too, Flo.
Okay.
Think about this, guys. I said this to Niner fans. I had many friends that were Niner fans, and I said it to them in their face. I said, guys, I don't care if Purdy wins you a Super Bowl. If he shows out and shows
that's it. Can you just turn his mic off, please?
Hold on. I don't care if Purdy won you a Super Bowl. He should have been taking the Trent Dilfer way where you let him go the next year, or you tell him he has to stay on that kind of contract, a low budget contract, because you're going to lose his Avengers. And I'm being real right here. You have to understand it. Purdy is not what everybody thinks he is. And I think it's going to be sad because I promise you this, by mid-season next year, it's going to be a downfall. And I'm going to be looking at you, Omar, and I'm going to tell you, Omar, I told you, Kirk Cousins should have been picked up because Kyle Shanahan wanted Kirk from the beginning back then.
Yeah, and that was 6 years ago. That's 6 years ago. Kirk is that much older with injuries.
Kirk Cousins is at 10 times better.
Look, let me
5 times the quarterback that Brock Purdy is right now.
So, first of all,
hey, hold on, let Cam jump in here.
Go ahead, Ken. Go ahead, Ken. Go ahead.
All right, man. So when I look at the top 4 free agent quarterbacks on the market right now, Kirk Cousins number 1. But Kirk Cousins is not going to leave Minnesota. You got Baker Mayfield at 2. Then you got Ryan Tannehill at 3. Right. Then you got Minshew at 4. Here's all I'm saying.
Yeah, 3 off back. Go ahead.
Jake, I think it would be stupid and be a crime if the 49ers sign Kirk Cousins based off of what?
Well, and we know Kyle Shanahan at one point wanted Kirk Cousins.
That's what I'm trying to get at, guys.
Kyle Shanahan wanted Kirk Cousins at one point.
You've done this twice now. You picked a sub-tier quarterback, and you've lost to the same
I know you're not co-signing on the BS either now.
I'm saying you bring him in on a short term.
Hold on, time out. Okay. Wait. So what I'm saying is both of y'all co-signing, and y'all telling me Kirk Cousins is a better QB than Brock Purdy. Just say that.
Absolutely.
Just say it. Don't beat it. Just say it.
He's a better QB, yeah. I think
Brock Purdy's ceiling is Kirk Cousins, man.
No, I think Brock Purdy moves around a little better. I think the only downfall with Kirk Cousins is that he's coming off an injury, so that injury is going to take a while. What I'm saying is they could sign him. He's not going to be ready probably at the beginning of the season, and so you sign him as a backup, and then if Purdy goes sideways, you got Kirk Cousins to come off the bench, save the day, get you to another Super Bowl. I don't know. I think
what? Why would Kirk Cousins take a backup job? He's going to have a job that he knows he's going to be starting at when he's fully healthy.
If the Vikings decide they want to pass and move on, who's going to sign Kirk Cousins just as a starter?
First of all, there will be more than just one suitor. Now, I believe he belongs best in Minnesota. Okay, but what if there are other? Do you think that? I mean, do you think that every team with an opening won't at least look into Kirk Cousins? I agree with Jake that he still has starting years inside of him. He's still a starter. He's not a backup. He's not Tannehill.
Here's the thing, though. He's 36 and coming off an injury. A serious injury.
Right, Mar. He's still a starter. I agree with Jay. He's still a starter. He's just not better. But he's not. But that doesn't make him better than Brock Purdy when Brock Purdy is 24 years old.
I don't care how old he is.
Go ahead, Ken. My bad. Go
ahead, Ken.
Okay. If Tom Brady was still out there,
as I just said,
the exact same thing.
I do not think that Kirk Cousins is a great fit for Atlanta. Hell no. Atlanta's already gambled on these sorry quarterbacks, these old school guys, and Atlanta has not had. Atlanta need a young gun with energy and vibrance, and that brings something to the table.
I agree.
There's no way in Atlanta you got the best receivers, running back, and you got a good defense, and you cannot win.
Stop saying that.
I agree, Ken. Minnesota is just an older version of the Falcons. So yeah, I agree with you there. And Jake, you know what? You've proven today to the audience and to the whole world, Jake, you've proven today that there's a reason why GMs and coaches are hired, and while people like you that sit on the couch and try to be the armchair GM are told to sit there on their butts, because people like you are the reason why people get fired, because no one is replacing a Super Bowl winning quarterback with 34-year-old Kirk Cousins. Get out of here.
He didn't win. Don't say Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you said even if he did. You said even if he won the Super Bowl, you would replace him with Kirk Cousins.
Was Trent Dilfer replaced after he won that Super Bowl? He was.
What does that mean? Trent Dilfer was 30. Trent Dilfer was in his he was like 38 at that time.
Look at what Wildcard Mar is saying. It's the same thing, guys.
He's 10 years younger. It's not the same thing.
It's actually better.
Right now, Omar, if Tom Brady was still playing and they had a chance to get Brady right now in the offseason, would they not do it?
They would.
After seeing
they would. Of course they would. The reason that you have now compared Brady to Kirk Cousins. No. You know what? You're on one today, Jake. You are on one today,
I'm not
sir.
One to another. What I'm trying to do is tell you to understand.
I understand.
Kirk Cousins has a history with this, guys.
But I don't think they do that because I think they're sold on Purdy. I think they're sold on Purdy to this point. I don't think they can hurt the young man's I don't know, that's kind of be insulting if they brought in Kirk Cousins. So I don't think they will. I think they should, but I don't think they will. To Jake's point. But anyway. So let's put another one out there because I found this was kind of interesting. Another free agent that's coming up, Tyler Huntley for the Ravens. Tyler Huntley for the Ravens. He does have a Pro Bowl nod on his resume. He kind of.
Oh God! Here we go. Here we go.
What?
A Pro Bowl nod? You know not to do this, Flo. Don't do this to yourself.
I'm just saying.
Everybody and their mom makes the Pro Bowl because no one wants to play the game anymore. Okay?
Didn't he win a playoff game when Lamar was hurt? And
I do like Tyler Huntley. You're not going to get me to say anything. I like him.
What I'm saying is he's a
backup.
Free agent.
He's a backup.
So no one's going to give a flyer on him as a starter?
No.
Really?
He's a backup. No.
Really? Wow. Anybody think Tyler Huntley could get a starting job with some of these?
Let's say Atlanta can't get Justin Fields. He's not a better person to grab.
That would work.
Tyler Huntley is not going to Atlanta. Tyler Huntley is not going to Atlanta.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
You can cease fire now. Stop all rounds from going that range. Tyler Huntley is not going to Atlanta. Period.
Hey, Cat T.
Period.
You know what else? Mariota's available. Mariota's available.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. You just keep.
We took Mariota's sorry ass and brought him.
Keep digging further. Keep digging further. How much deeper down that pile you want to go, baby?
But I thought Tyler Huntley was interesting. No. I just said Tyler Huntley because he's a free agent. I'm just saying. I think he might take a shot on Tyler Huntley as a starter. Someone might take a shot on him.
I can't see anybody taking a shot. I can't.
Okay, mark my word. Someone might sign him. All right, so here we go. Drew Lock's a free agent. Do we want to take a stab on that one? No.
Oh my God! How much further? You keep digging. Keep digging.
Okay, let's go to interesting.
You got a. May I try you on a Josh Rosen or maybe how about what other quarterback? Can I interest you in a 38-year-old Brian Hoyer? How about you want some Nick Foles in your life?
Ooh,
get out of here.
Won a Super Bowl. All right, so here we go. So here's the wide receivers. A little more interesting topic, I guess, because there's some pretty good ones out there. Trey Higgins from the Bengals is available. He's listed as number one. Mike Evans, of course. A lot of people think he'll re-sign with the Bucs, but not necessarily. There's a little more, people have more speculation he may not sign with them. Michael Pittman, also from the Colts, is number three. Listed as the number three free agent being available. And then Calvin Ridley from the Jaguars. Let's see, Marquise Brown from the Cardinals. Also, Gabe Davis from the Bills is also a big free agent out there. And then Darrell Mooney from the Bears. He's kind of now we're getting kind of a little less. Tyler Boyd is also available from the Bengals as well. Tyler Boyd is another solid receiver who is kind of a number two, but plays the number three role. But he's a solid receiver. So any of those guys kind of interest you? Where do you think those guys might go?
He's doing it with the wide receivers already. He said a great free agent in Gabe Davis, and then went on to name Darnell Mooney, who he called Daryl Mooney. So
Darnell Mooney.
I go with Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley showed the most promise last year. If you're a team that is needy at wide receiver, like maybe I was gonna say no, I wouldn't go there, but. I would take Calvin Ridley. He's my favorite on that bunch.
You want him in the Raiders or what?
No, we don't need him because we have Devontae Adams and Myers. But maybe he could go to Detroit, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Kansas City.
Kansas City, I don't think they're going to play a big. They might. I think they might get Gabe Davis.
But why would Ridley get a really big contract? He had good numbers, but they weren't that great. I mean, I would think he'd get maybe around $10 million a year, right? $15 million a year.
I think I can get Ridley cheaper because he didn't have a great season last year, even though he's a number one talent.
He's definitely a number one talent.
Flo, Ken.
Here's a question I want to pose to you, Flo.
Okay.
I know we're talking about free agents and all this guy. Tony Pollard's on the market, man. That's our boy. We Cowboy fans. Where does Tony Pollard end up? And what do we do as Dallas Cowboy fans? I mean, that's been on my mind all week. Tony Pollard. I mean,
Tony,
you got look, and you got Tony Pollard, and then I'm saying, do we go get a Derrick Henry? That's what we need is a Derrick Henry, a workhorse.
Yeah.
In the backfield.
Or even a Saquon Barkley. Steal him from your enemy.
I mean, totally Pollard, if he wants to take a hometown discount, we'll keep him around. But I'm not.
I think he should. Is he healthy? Is he fully healthy now or what? Did he never get healthy in the season?
I mean, I felt like he didn't really hit his stride till mid-season, and then he really was what we thought he was going to be as kind of that number one guy. He's more of
a number two back
guy. He's more of a one.
He's definitely a number two. I think he proved that. Yeah.
Yeah. So if Tony wants to take a discount, a hometown discount to start on his helmet, hey, we'll take him. But if he wants big money, top running back money, hey, go try the market. We'll see what I say. Go try the market, see what they want to pay you, and then come back and we'll have a cup of coffee. But yeah, I think we need to replace Tony Pollard if he doesn't want to stay. If we can get Derrick Henry, but I still think we need to either draft maybe one in the second or third round.
We need fresh legs, man. Fresh legs, bro. Fresh legs.
And I don't know, Deuce Vaughn could come out and be a surprise next year. He didn't really do much as a rookie. I don't feel like they really gave him a
small,
chance.
Man. He's small. You know what I mean? For a running back.
He's very kind of compact. It's like Papa Ruben says Barkley's damaged goods. I don't know if he's damaged goods.
I wouldn't say that.
I
wouldn't say that. No.
And then, of course, you lost your
pretty good
quarterback. And you lost your starting quarterback.
You don't think he's damaged good, though?
I don't think so.
I think that just like Flo said, they lost a full. Who's the sorry quarterback up there?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Oh yeah, Daniel Jones. Look, I forgot his name. He's so bad. They lost him, and they started stacking the box. And so when they started stacking the box, Saquon didn't have, and you got much of no offensive line. Man. Then he got injured, and they kept him out for some games because there's no point in getting your star running back hurt. So a bunch of things happened this year. I would take a flyer on him or Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, by the way, is still healthy. Has had no injuries. People need to stop sleeping on King Henry, baby, from here in DeVille. I hope he comes back.
I think Derrick Henry would be the easiest one to get because I think he can make more. He can make a lot of money off besides his contract with the star on his helmet. He can make a lot of money, and so I mean, if we can kind of give him, he can give us a little star discount, a little Cowboys discount.
Why are you always looking for a discount, man? Jerry Jones got the most money in the NFL. You always looking for a handout. Get out of here. Jerry Jones don't need no handout. He need to be handed out money. Cap. That's what he need to be doing.
Professor. There's a thing called a salary cap, Professor. Yeah. If we could pay it whoever we wanted, like the Yankees used to, I mean, yeah, we could do that.
Oh, that's great. He said, if we can get him for a discount.
I'm just saying. I think.
He's already going to be in line for a discount anyways because he's older.
That's what I'm saying. He's older, so he's not going to get.
If you could get him at 2 years, $12 million a year, I think that's a deal you make. 2 years, $24 million. 3 years, $30 million. I think that's a deal you take. 10
per year with incentives.
Okay.
Hey, you get 1,000 yards, you get another couple million or something. Some incentives in there. But anyway, yeah, we'll see. Any other free agents you guys want to talk about out there, or any of these? Where do you think some of these receivers might land? Any other receiver?
Man, I mean, like I said, a guy like Mike Evans might end up in Kansas City. Mike Evans might end up in Kansas City, or Mike Evans might end up in Baltimore.
That's a premier free agent right there.
But don't you think Mike Evans wants a big contract? I don't think
so. I think he's made all the money he's had to make.
I think he's looking for one more big contract, though. But who knows?
He's probably going to get a big contract, and he deserves it because he's had 10 years in a row, actually I think more, of 1,000-yard seasons, which is, I believe, the record in the NFL, if not for the Buccaneers for sure. Mike Evans is a beast. He deserves at least one big last contract, and he's going to get it from somebody.
Yeah, I don't think the Chiefs are willing to pay. I think they're happy with what they got. They might get, like I said, a guy like Gabe Davis, who is, he's not a top number one guy, but he's a solid number two guy that they could get. So
GB says Hardman and Tony are stars, and then Wildcard Mar follows up with bad year to be a wide receiver in the market. The talent in the draft is deep. Why overpay for a free agent?
Yeah.
That's true. Well,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's true. But I still think someone's gonna have to pay. What's his name? T. Higgins. I think T. Higgins is gonna get a big contract.
Then you got like T. Higgins, and then you got
a young guy.
Sneed. You got L'Jarius Sneed out there on the market. You got Pittman from the Colts. I mean, you got some heavy hitters on the market. And I mean, what really happens to these heavy hitters on the market where they end up going?
I think we should pick up one of these guys. We should get rid of MG, Michael Gallup. He's costing us $12 million. I don't think he's worth the $12 million. He's going to cost us next year, and we just let him go and pick up another guy. Maybe even a Tyler Boyd. I would take a Tyler Boyd from the Bengals over there, and bring him in as your third receiver or your second, maybe, depending on how Cooks looks, and put Cooks in the slot. Yeah. For the Cowboys.
Yeah, no, I like Tyler Boyd. He's old. He's getting older, but he's still a good complimentary receiver. If I'm the Bengals, though, I don't let the salary cap hinder me. I keep that trio together at all costs.
Really?
I keep the Burrow Chase Higgins combo at all costs.
That's a good one.
I don't know if they can afford that.
You do what you got to. You sell off some pieces. You do what you got.
Their salary cap looks like, but you're definitely going to have to go back 1 year
of all of those people hitting on all cylinders to win the title. That's all they need.
That's fair. Okay. All right. Any other free agents you guys
also, GB, sorry to say, that's not happening. Colin Kaepernick will never be back in the league again. There's many things that have happened behind the scenes that from the owner's side and from his side that just will not allow that to happen. So, unfortunately, he's never going to get a shot again, especially after the last tryout that he no-showed. So,
yeah, he's done no shit on that. That was a big mistake. All right, so anything else before we go NBA?
Switch it up, bro.
All right, let's go NBA here. Talk a little NBA, and I got a little bone to pick. And my friend Omar, the sports professor, chastising me last time for telling me that last time, and I went back and did my research, but chastising me for telling me Drew Holiday was not the starting point guard. I looked at the last 10 games, and he was the starting point guard for your Boston Celtics, Omar. So he is a starter there. I don't know where you got this fact that Derek White's the starting point guard there. You must be drunk when you're watching the game. Because Drew Holiday, I went back, I had him all recorded, and I looked, and I said, look at that. Drew Holiday starting for the Celtics.
Yes.
Well, look at that. Drew Holiday starting
he started some games.
Well, look
so
at
again,
that.
You're just like your son, you're just like your son, hot, horrible take Jake over there. You like father, like son. You want to construct your timeline to fit. Okay, that's fine. He started some games after some injuries. You're right. Okay, you got it.
Oh, whatever. Okay. You said he wasn't the starter. Like right now, he's not the starter. In the last 10 games, he started.
Okay, anyway, I'll give it to you. Okay.
All right. Oh Lord.
Okay, so let's out here constructing their own narrative.
Oh yeah, we don't construct the narrative. It's facts, Omar. That's like Jake said. It's facts.
Don't listen to Flo. Do not listen to Albert Flores. Do not listen to him.
Man? Like father, like son over here. Like father, like son.
Why you say do not listen to me?
You did say,
but you have led me in the wrong direction for the past 5 years, and I'm
trying to
messing with you.
You are a willing participent, young man.
I've been a loser ever since I've been fooling with you.
I've been a loser since he met you.
You've been a loser since you went on the Falcon. What are you talking about?
He said he's been a loser since he met you. I've never heard that in my life.
Are you still DC for life or what? Let's go. Say it right now.
I'm with you, man. I don't want to.
Okay,
look, you 55 and I'm 30. Come on, man. You still my brother, man. Come on, Flo.
Come on, man. Don't act
like that.
All right, so here we go. MVP race for the NBA. Right now, let's see what we got here. Who are the top 5 contenders here? Let me bring it up here. It's coming up. All right. So listed right now, top 5 contenders. for the MVP race in the NBA. Nikola Jokic from Denver. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the Thunder, or SGA. Giannis, the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo. Number 3 is this number. Luka Doncic, number 4, and then Jason Tatum, number 5.
Hey, who's number 1?
Do you agree with those? Do you disagree with any of those, Jake? And do you have a dark horse probably that comes out and maybe that makes some noise?
This is the thing about MVP that frustrates me. MVP means if this guy wasn't on your team,
right,
the team would be subpar.
Okay.
And there's only one player out of the 5 you named that if this player was not on their team, they would be a subpar team. And I'm going to go with Shai. I think Shai is the next dominant player in the league right now. I think the Thunder should be thanking that they got Shai. I think it was a mistake for what Kawhi did for taking Paul George when he could have got Shai, and I think he'd already have a chip. Remember that.
Really? I mean, they are number 2 in the West.
Yeah, but they got so many good players on that team.
I think Shai is the bread and butter. Without him,
I mean, he averages 31 points right now. 31 points. I think that's leading the league.
Amazing player, but they have Chet Holmgren, and I think
Chet
that
Holmgren's a youngin. He's still young to me. Still got to show.
Right. So is Shai though. So is SGA.
Shai is already showing you what he can do.
Okay, I agree. He's a great player, but I don't think that he is the MVP because, like, I disagree with Jake. I don't think that if you took him off that team and replaced him with somebody average, that they would be that much worse. You could say that with Jokic, but at this point, the Nuggets could probably operate with another big man at just not the same level, but at a good level as well, just because of the system. That being said, I cannot take away from his skills. What I will say is that if Jason Tatum, he's not there yet, but Jason Tatum, I'm being realistic. He's not there.
Homer.
I'm saying he's not. I'm saying he's not there. I'm saying if he wants to get there, like he says he wants to be the face of the NBA, he needs to step on the league's neck this year and win a championship. Be dominant, win the championship, win the MVP, be the face of the league. Because a foreign player cannot be the face of the league, unfortunately.
Why
it's not
not?
going to work.
Why?
Why not?
Well, let's look. Jokic doesn't want any of the spotlight, so you can already mark him out. Giannis is probably the closest you'll be able to get to it. And even
what about Wemby?
That's what I was going to say.
What about Wemby at some point?
Hell nah, man.
Wemby maybe at some point, but I haven't heard him speak, so I don't even know if he can speak English.
Which he haven't lost any Spurs games. He can speak English pretty well.
Well, he might not have any personality either. You got to have personality to be the face of the league.
Here's what I'll say.
So Tatum could never do that. He doesn't have any personality.
That's what I was about to say about Tatum.
He has to build himself. That's what I'm saying.
Jason Tatum is not an alpha.
He can be. He can be. He needs to become one right now. That's what I'm saying. Become one now.
It's Klay Thompson as the Warriors. As long as he has a good one with him, he will do something. But I'll be honest with you, right now, Jason Tatum hasn't proven anything.
I agree.
It's embarrassing right now.
All right,
he needs
whatever.
to prove something.
No, he does. But that's what I'm saying. If the Celtics win, let's say 60 games, 55, 60 games, and then they win the championship and they romp all over the league, and Jason Tatum is standing at the end with the MVP trophy and the Larry O'Brien looking like a modern day Kobe Bryant, then what are you going to say? You're going to say, JT, you're the face of the league, JT. You're the face of the league, baby.
I think hell would freeze.
I mean, he could be. I don't know if he can be the face of the league though. I feel like Giannis is going to be there. I feel like even Luka has more personality, and
Luka don't talk, and Luka can't speak no English either, and he's not even. He's a ball hog. He complains too much. Nah,
he's a snowboarder.
So currently, who's the face of the league right now? Currently,
I mean, it's still LeBron. Still LeBron.
Yeah, it's still LeBron, but it's
LeBron and Steph.
hanging on by a thread.
LeBron and Steph are the top two.
Nah,
KD is there at number 3.
I think LeBron and Steph probably would be the face of the league. Yeah,
LeBron and Steph. Look, I'll say LeBron and Steph are those guys. But you got that guy that's
I think
Giannis
Giannis, right?
You got that kid that's at New York. I think he's in the running for the MVP running.
Oh,
Who's
Brunson.
That
Jalen
player
Brunson.
from the New York Knicks. I don't know his
Brunson?
name by heart.
Jalen Brunson.
That's the
Well, that
one.
narrows
That's
it
the
down.
one. Oh,
Can't even
just
name
call
his
him
name.
out.
He's
That's-
not even in the
that's
top
a-
10. He's not listed in the top 10.
He should be. He's
But
up
he's
there.
not.
He's averaging like 26 and
Kawhi
5.
Kawhi is 6.
Kawhi's up there. He's been playing great this year.
Demontis
Stayed
Sabonis
uninjured.
is
Everybody
6,
you
7.
named is not shy. I hate
Not
Donovan
sleeping
Mitchell.
on Sabonis. Sabonis
Kevin
been
Durant.
balling the past few years.
He has, and then Anthony
Yeah.
Davis is set as number 10. So
Anthony
Jalen
Davis,
Brunson-
surprisingly, staying healthy is what helped him, but he's been balling too.
yeah, Devin Booker and Jalen Brunson are.
And the
Yeah,
Lakers
yeah.
are still in 9th place. The Lakers are still in 9th place with a
gonna
healthy
make a
AD
run.
and a healthy
They're gonna
LeBron.
make a run. They're gonna make a run according to Jake.
Last year they went in the play-in and went to that Western Conference Finals.
There
guys.
it is. There it is. He called it. There it is. The run. The run. All right.
So was that your dark horse canteen, Jalen Brunson for MVP? Make a
I
run
like
at
him,
MVP.
man. I think he's solid, man. I love him a lot, man.
Anybody else have a dark horse that's not in the top 5, 4 or 5?
Go ahead, Jake.
Oh,
If I was looking, I would go Luka. I would go
Luka?
Luka because I think without Luka, that team is trash.
He's number 4 right now, but so you think he might make a push for him, the MVP?
He
Eventually.
should because anybody that can win with bum ass Kyrie, you're great. In my opinion.
Good. I think the Mavericks have to get out of the play-in into number 6 or maybe 5 or 6 seed, and then maybe Luka can make a push for that. I think Luka's leading the league in scoring. I thought it was Giannis, but it is. I think Luka's 34 points is leading the league in scoring. So I think he's the scoring leader right now. A lot of times the MVP is the scoring leader in a lot of the past cases.
I mean, I like the Luka pick, but I think even better than that is you got to look at Anthony Edwards in Minnesota. Anthony Edwards is a beast. Should be in the MVP race.
It's a good roster.
Because
He's outside the top 10 right now, listed right now.
He'll be there at the end because like I
That's a
said, we
good
talked about this
roster,
earlier.
Omar.
Cat is a complimentary player. Gobert is a complimentary player. So if Anthony Edwards can do the same
stars.
thing that I just told Jason Tatum to do, if he can do the same thing I just told Jason Tatum to do, step up, put your foot on their neck, then he can be an MVP as well. But that being said, I'm going to give my MVP dark horse vote out to a young man. He plays actually for one of Hot Take Jake's favorite teams. Down in the beautiful, beautiful Miami. He's a long-haired Latino from UCLA. Shout out, A-Clap. Jaime Hawkins Jr., baby. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Out there in Miami, just balling. He's going like 17-6-6 or something as a rookie. Let's go. I had to shout him out. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, shout out.
Best player
All
on the
right,
team,
so,
better than Jimmy Buckets.
Better than Jimmy Buckets? I don't know.
What you got to
That's
say
the
about
second
that?
coming to
Mike?
Michael Jordan. Second
What I'll say
coming
to
Michael
that
Jordan.
is whenever
Why do you
it
have
comes to-
one letter on your wall, by the way? Looks like you have like an exorcism going on. What is going on, man? It's like
What
one
the hell
letter
y'all
hanging
talking
on.
about, man? Man, come on, Omar, don't do that boy like that. It's nice.
That's an M for man cave. It's his man cave.
That's an M for Montoya, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
That makes sense.
Jake,
Don't
Why do you
mind
look like
the
it's made out of
man,
pencil?
free to leave.
Oh, give his
All
government name
I'm
out here.
saying, Omar, all I'm saying, Omar, is what happens in the very end. When
All right,
once
now.
again, the Boston Celtics get upset by the Miami Heat.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Maybe a few years ago, I would have given that to you, right? Because y'all had our number. Y'all were beating us year in, year out. Now, Jimmy Buckets is a few years older. Yeah, they got Jaquez, but I mean, Adebayo's old. There's nothing going on there. Miami that's not going to happen. Now, if you would have said Milwaukee, had you had possibly said Embiid gets healthy and the 76ers, I may have given you those shots. But to be completely honest, the Celtics are so dominant this year.
Mm-hmm.
The Celtics, you see that? They are so dominant this year. Do you know that they are outscoring opponents in net rating by 12 points? Do you know they rank first in offense and third in defense? Do you know that they are 7 points better in net rating than the second place Oklahoma City Thunder? That means they're almost 6 points better than the second best team. Celtics are winning the whole thing. Championship. I'm going to be there. NBA Finals. Catch the sports professor. Let's go.
You know what I love about Omar? He's like Flo and Canteen with the Cowboys. The Cowboys get you way up, making you feeling so good. And
hey, I was realistic.
Huge letdown.
Yeah.
So
those stats, they should be in the finals.
So Jay,
Omar. They better be in the finals.
Jay, who
And
you
will be
going
punch you head and shoulders above you.
Go ahead,
Jay,
Cam.
who's going to be the team that wins who's going to win the NBA Eastern Conference? Jay.
See, a part of me wants to say the Heat, but I think the Heat can only upset one team right now.
He just talked about me. He just talked about me. He just used his mouth to talk about me being a homer, and then turns around and says his 8th place Heat are going to beat my... Okay, all right. You know what? I give up.
They were 8th last year. They were in the championship.
Yeah.
ESPN, you know you want this BS. Come get us. Come get us. You know you want some.
Come get us, ESPN.
I ain't got nothing to say about it, bro.
All right.
I'm silent, man.
So what do you think, Jake? You threw out there the Heat. I know you don't think that for real.
Well, if the Heat can't do it, because I believe the Heat will upset one good team for sure. They always do.
Would have to be
and
the
I
Celtics,
think if
right?
you're lucky enough that the Bucks or maybe the I don't trust in the Cavs. I really don't. Even though they have a good record, I don't see the Cavs. I would say the Bucks. You know what? The Bucks are the only other team that I could see that could take them out.
The Bucks are kind of in a tailspin. Can Doc Rivers turn them around there?
And you know that guy's an idiot. One of the most overrated head coaches of all time.
He's still living off his Boston victory too.
You want to talk about a guy that's dragged around one ring for so long? That's the guy right there.
I gotta agree with Jake on that one, man. Doc Rivers has been less than outstanding.
You know what? I'm absolutely sick and tired of the blasphemy, of the rancidness, the lewdness, just the perturbedness that just comes out of everyone's mouth and voice and soul when talking about the great Doc Rivers. Okay? I'm sorry that he has taken all of these teams to all these leads and then the players coughed up the league. I'm sorry that Doc is responsible for getting them to the promised land and every other team blowing it up and falling apart. I'm sorry that he did such a great job in LA because Blake Griffin and Chris Paul and the rest of them couldn't get it together. I'm sorry that you give them all these pieces and they blow their own damn leads. No, stop it. I'm done. I'm not letting anyone else blaspheme the name of Doc Rivers and the coaching great of Doc Rivers. It's BS. Let him be who he's going to be. Let him coach who he's going to coach.
You know what we call Doc Rivers around here?
I know.
And I know the other terminology. I think it's a little too, edgy to say. I wouldn't say it. But we call him Doc Block. Because every time he gets there, he's going to block you from winning your own shit.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Over here, where I'm from, bro. You get him on your side, on your team, you're automatically losing, and you're not making no championship win at all.
The Doc Block.
Doc Block.
I mean, I give it to you. That's actually really, really funny. But what I will also say is, I'm sorry, he cannot play the ball. He cannot dribble the ball. He cannot shoot the ball. All he can do is be the best coach and put you in the best position to win the game. You don't get up 3-1 in a series without your coach strategically positioning you in that winning position. When you get to 3-1, it's not. No, y'all don't understand. When you get to 3-1 and 3-2, no, stop. When you get to 3-1, when you get to 3-2 in basketball and it's crunch time, it's no longer about the coach. Nothing to do with the coach. It's all about the players at that point. And if you have a 3-1 lead and you can't win one game out of 4, sorry, don't blame me. That's your own damn fault. Y'all suck. Y'all the ones that couldn't make the basket. Can help me out here. I know you got my back on this, Can.
And like I said, man, I like Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers not the answer. He's not the answer for the guys in Milwaukee. He's not. He's not.
That's fine. I can accept that. I can accept it.
He's still the only coach winning, bro.
Still a great coach.
And right now, the Celtics are the powerhouse team in the East. Who gonna beat the Celtics right now?
Here's the thing, Omar, and this has to be part of this is on the coach.
Nobody, baby.
Doc Rivers holds the record for the most Game 7 losses in the NBA, and he has blown.
Bro, that don't mean a hill of beans right now.
And again, whose responsibility is it in Game 7? Whose responsibility is it?
Why is his
the players?
The players. Is the only name tied to 3-1 collapses 3 times.
Because he was a great enough coach to get them there in the first place, which most coaches can't even do.
Hey, twisting the facts. Wow.
No, they ain't not.
How did
I only speak logical.
What other coach has blown 3-1 leads?
What other coach has gotten to 2-2? I will come back with how many coaches have taken their team to a 3-1 lead for their team to suck it up and blow it, the players themselves, choking it away.
Okay. All right.
You know, I'm clipping this, Can. Give me a thumbs up so I can clip this.
Doc block, man. Doc block.
As I have said, man, right now when you look like if y'all hey, let's be hypothetical, guys. Let's be hypothetical, Flo. When we look at the NBA standings across the board right now, the Celtics are number 1. Cavaliers.
But when they fall, when they fall, I want this to
So here's the thing, Omar, they want you to fall. They want y'all to fall.
No, because I know
they want the Celtics to fall.
It's inevitable. They always fall.
I am inevitable.
Well, what about the West? Timberwolves number 1 in the West. Then the Thunder. Then the Clippers. I'm just put on the table. I like the Clippers and the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals right now. Clippers and Celtics. I'm just calling that right now. Since y'all want to say
you putting the Clippers? Oh wow.
Clippers and the Celtics in the finals now.
Wow, the Clippers. All of a sudden, Kansas Clippers.
Omar's drinking too much of that Hennessy, bro.
Well, we know Jake doesn't trust James Harden, so.
Omar's drinking no Hennessy.
What do you like in the West, Jake? Now that we kind of
West side, I would go.
The Lakers at number 9, man. Don't even do yourself like that, boy.
If it's not Lala, it's Denver. It's either Lala or Denver.
Lala or Denver? Oh my god.
I don't know why you ask him anymore. I don't even know why you ask. I don't know the answer.
I know.
I'm the one that asked about an answer.
I'm surprised he said Denver though.
Going. Man, go look up the first episode on
the Lakers at number 9 are going. They're gonna go to the finals. 6 games. That's
Get ready, guys. Get ready.
See, the difference between me and you, Jake, is I've done this with one team, the Celtics, and that's only because they're dominantly good right now. But I've been realistic with all of my other teams, including the Raiders, including the Mets. Right? The difference between me and you is you can't be realistic. Every single team you have is the best team. Every single team you have is going to win the finals. You picked the Broncos to go to the conference championship.
Did I say the Spurs were
You picked the Heat to win in 7 games when they were already down 4-1. It didn't even make any sense. They couldn't even have done it.
He picked them in the gentleman's sweep.
And they won the first game.
Gentleman's sweep.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Beat the Nuggets, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. He was way off. All right. What do you think? So you like the Clippers? Who do you like in the West, Omar? Right now,
I like the Nuggets versus Celtics. They're the 2 most dominant teams. I do like the Clippers. I think that they have put it together very well, as I've talked about them before this year, and I think they do have a really good chance. But the thing is, the Nuggets have played together for so long; it's hard to beat that experience. And with the Clippers being a brand new formed team, who's to say that they won't fall apart in the playoffs? That's my only concern.
So Omar, as the Nuggets are in 4th place now, they were number 1 last year. Do you think part of that is they're just waiting for the playoffs, or is something not quite right in Denver that they haven't been able to quite put it together like they did last year as far as the regular season?
They are doing the all so well known, good team tactic that we've seen so many times in the past, where they just get bored during the regular season and they're playing down in their. I've watched a bunch of Nuggets games, and you're right, they're just not playing. I don't want to say hard enough. I don't want to say they're not giving the effort, but they're just things they need to work out, like the Chiefs did this year. So I think they'll be fine. I think in the end, they're still the best team in the West. Minnesota is too young. Again, the Clippers, it's their first year together. Plus, we got to worry about their health. Oklahoma City is even younger than Minnesota. So can we really think that they're going to hold up the whole year, even with SGA playing so well?
They're not gonna hold up. They're too young. The young guns, bro. They're not gonna hold. I don't think they're gonna hold up. They're just Canteen saying it. I don't think they're hold up, bro.
But Minnesota's been around for a while, and Anthony Edwards has been around for a while. Cat's been around for a while. Rudy Gobert has been around. That's an experienced team, the Timberwolves.
I would say they'd be the only contenders to the Nuggets. That's what I would say.
When you get to the meat and the potatoes of this final stuff, man, you got to look at who got the most experience, who bring the most experience to the table, dog.
I agree.
Then you got to be the Clippers, right?
Well, the Clippers haven't been together, though. That's the thing. Individually, they have a lot of experience, right?
But not as a team.
But as a team, they don't. The Nuggets do. So.
Okay, so then the Phoenix is out by that logic.
Phoenix has been playing really well.
I'm gonna tell you what. Phoenix let me down. The Lakers let me down. Golden State, all the premier teams I thought that were gonna thrive and be superior, they all let me down, man.
Okay, so any thoughts?
Tournament too, dog.
Recently they started taking Klay Thompson off the bench, and he ended up scoring 35 in one of his first games back, being off the bench. Do you think Golden State still can make a run too, a la the Lakers, or are their Lakers and Golden State pretty much in the same boat?
No, they're
just not good enough.
Same boat, dog. Same boat.
No, they're not.
They're just not good enough. I'm just saying they're a solid team. Like Omar was saying, you were saying they have a lot of experience.
Who?
You said, look, the Golden State Warriors. They have a lot of experience. They've been together for a long time.
I mean,
so experience doesn't count.
Look,
it only counts when you say it counts.
It's going to take a lot of experience and a lot of healthiness.
Who has more experience than the Warriors?
Experience to run them.
There's no one that has more experience than the Warriors. So maybe the Lakers, but they haven't really.
I think the Warriors are. I think the Warriors are in a much better position than the Lakers. I think the Warriors have, as you mentioned, the more experience together, and I honestly think that's. I honestly think that Steph is still the better player than at this point of his career.
And you want to talk about turning off a mic? Turn off this idiot's mic.
Because the Warriors are a better team than the Lakers? Why?
No, they're not.
Okay.
Klay Thompson's getting benched now, man. Draymond Green can't shoot
Good.
three.
Let him come on as a six man. Let him regain his form as a six man. They got Kuminga. They got all these young bucks there. So I'm not worried about
good this year. So you think the Warriors are more set to make a run?
Who do the Lakers have, Flo? Who do the Lakers have? LeBron, AD, and who?
Vanderbilt. They got Vanderbilt, LeBron.
Austin Reeves?
What
are you talking about?
Okay. Austin Reeves, Rio Ichimura, and a bunch of other bums. Okay, all right. Yeah, a bunch of other bums. All right. A little bit of D'Angelo, Bum Russell. Okay, yeah. Anybody else? Yeah.
Who else you want?
D'Angelo, man.
You know, this same team just was in the Western Conference Finals while the Warriors were out. What, by the first round, if even that?
Look, man, they got a good run last year, right? You sparked it off the trade. Rui is trash. He played well last year for a little bit. They're done, dude. They're done. They couldn't go out. You know, they're not even holding on to Dinwiddie. They're not even holding on to him. That's how bad they are.
Not?
You're crazy.
No.
They're not going to hold on to him? Why would they get him?
The rumors that I heard were they were going to cut him, but I don't believe it, so I don't know.
All I know is we're 30 and 26. They're 27 and 26.
Okay,
they're hurting.
Yeah, they're right. But they're both right there in the same position.
And you made no improvements at the trade deadline. You're running the same lineup out there every week after every week. Your coach almost got fired 3 weeks ago. LeBron wanted to be traded to the Warriors because he knows they have a better team. What about that? What do you say to that? He literally called Draymond and was like, "Yo, get me out of here, son. The Lakers are bad. I need the."
There's no way LeBron goes over there though, because I think he wants to be the headliner. And if he goes over there,
way he does. But
teams.
Don't think that he didn't fantasize about it. He wanted to. For a hot second there, he was about to leave at the trade line. He was like, "Man, 0.5 seconds from leaving this whack Lakers franchise." Just a horrible franchise. Just ugly colors.
Haterade.
Bad players. Just a bad ownership. Affairs between the owner and the head coach. What kind of organization is run like that?
Okay. All right. So let's move on. Anything else NBA wise before we kind of move on?
I was expecting a comeback, but he didn't have a comeback. So
he's such a hater. That's all it is. He's just a hater on the show. On the Lakers himself.
Yeah, you're drinking all the hate, Omar.
They won all their championships in the 60s, and we want to count them.
I didn't hear anything except champions 17 times. Champions. That's all I heard.
That's all you heard was champions?
17 times.
Okay.
17.
All right. So here we go. So be looking out
in my
next month.
17.
Next week is March Madness. We're gonna have a Bottom Line Sports Tournament Challenge. Look for that on the page over there. We're gonna do the tournament.
Past 2 years, I've won it all.
Not with us though.
Past 2 years, I've done it all though. I did it from the tee all the way down. Okay.
So we're all going to be a part of that tournament. Let us know what you think. Join. Look for that tournament. The Bottom Line Sports. I'm going to use I think the ESPN one's the one I usually use to put out those tournaments. I'll put a couple of brackets out there. And so start looking at your brackets. Who do you like, Jake, in, kind of be, in that Final Four? Any teams you see making that Final
All-Star
Four?
game is
any
trash.
Cinderella teams, Jake, that you like since you're you've won the tournament before? Your bracket.
Look, all the best are going to be there. We know that the North Carolinas, the Dukes, they're all going to fight for it all. I get it. But something about them Longhorns this year, man. I don't know what it is. It's just
my goodness.
It's
I don't understand.
I think they make the top 8. I don't know if they'll go to the top 4.
They're not even in the top 25.
They will be upset this year, where they will be there in the biggest games.
So they're going to make the Final Four?
They're going
Elite
to
Eight.
the Elite 8.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
Well, the Big 12 is a very deep conference, Omar, despite Jake's homer tendencies. Who do you like? Any team, surprise team, or a team that you like making a run into the Final Four? Not necessarily winning right now, but a team you like making a run to the Final Four.
For me?
Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, go ahead, Ken.
I like Houston, man.
Okay.
Houston is one of those top seeded teams. I think Houston and Arizona gonna make a run, man. I got. Once we see how the brackets are drawn up, then we'll be able to decipher. But right now, I like Houston and Arizona as the top seeded teams that are going that are going right now. I like Houston, Arizona.
Arizona.
They're solid too.
Yeah, Houston's playing well, even though they moved into the Big 12, which is a tough conference. They're still playing really well, ranked number 2 right now. What do you think, Omar? You like a team that you're kind of favoring right now and going into March Madness?
Yeah, I like Ken's pick of Houston there just because they've been on the precipice the past few years. They've been in the Final Four, Elite 8 a lot the past few years. They've been right there, so I do like that pick for them possibly winning. That's just similar to kind of Baylor as well. Connecticut had a bad loss recently, but they're still they will not be ranked number 1 come the next rankings because of this loss, but you can never count them out. Purdue is the one that really needs to capitalize because they are now 4 years in a row having very embarrassing losses, including last year losing to the 16 seed Fairleigh Dickinson. So Purdue really needs to capitalize on Zach Edey's possible last year and possibly even becoming the first becoming the first in a long time, 3-time college basketball player of the year. Ralph Sampson did it a long time ago, if you remember him from the good old Virginia Cavalier days. That being said, my picks for sleepers, I want you to keep an eye out for Tennessee this year. They've been looking really good down in Nashville. I'll give you that for SEC team. Arizona has had a down year for their standards. So while I don't agree with Ken there, I will say that Washington State out of the Pac-12 has been, or the Pac-2 now, whatever we're calling it until they disband, has been playing really well. And then a third one, the Indiana State, Larry Bird played here at one time. Sycamores were ranked in the top 25 for the first time in 40 years, something like that. Let's go, Indiana State Sycamores. I'm rooting for you.
Indiana State Sycamores. All right. Woo! All right. Okay. Where are they ranked? Are they ranked where? They're not in the top 25.
They were in the top 25 unless they fell out in the last week.
I think they.
Oh, they did. They were number 23 and they dropped out this week, I guess.
Okay.
They must have had a loss. But anyways.
Yeah.
Got to give the young guy. You got to give the little guys a shout out. Flo, come on, man.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So shout out to my my Red Raiders, even though I don't like being a homer, but they did beat Kansas, played Iowa State close and just beat TCU. They're 19-7 right now. They're currently ranked in the number 23 right now, and so they got UCF coming up. I think they could be a sleeper team. I don't know if they'll make the Final Four, but they might make the Sweet 16 a year again. They've done it a few times in the past few years, so I think Texas Tech has a team that could make the Sweet 16. But as far as a team that could make the Final Four, I do like Houston. I think the fact that they moved to the Big 12. And they're 10-3 in the conference. They're 23-3 overall. Houston, I like. They're a solid team. I think Iowa State could make some noise as well. They're looking pretty solid. I think they could make some noise. I think Kansas is a little down this year, but they always seem to kind of make a run, and be a 1 through 4 or 5 seed, and they end up playing well in the tournament. So, I don't know if they will make a run, but I like Iowa State. And shout out to Marquette. I think Marquette looked pretty good this year. I think they could make a run as well. Marquette could make a run. They're 20-6 this year.
Come on,
they're looking pretty good.
Man.
Yeah, Marquette. What's wrong with Marquette?
Marquette has been looking okay this year. I've watched a couple of them.
They might.
Yeah, they look pretty solid. They got Alamandu, Cameron Brown starting, Jake Cardo, and Ben Gold. I just think they have a solid team. They got a lot of experience on that team. They do have a couple freshmen here and there that. But I just think that they could be.
The best part about Marquette their Marquette, if we're being honest, is their coach Shaka Smart, who did a really great job with VCU, and then went and had a down time in Texas. No, Jake doesn't like this pick. So Shaka Smart all day. Just to rub it in Jake's face. By the way, GB, yes, Kentucky is 18-7, so they will be in the March Madness.
Yep. All right. Any final thoughts on the college or anything, or any other sports things, Omar?
I am good. Please go subscribe at Ball and Buds. Check out all the shorts that Clubber D is doing. He has his top 5 Puerto Rican boxers coming out this weekend, so look out for that at Ball and Buds.
All right, look for that on Ball and Buds. Cantini, final words for the folks out there.
Love, bro. Love, bro.
Right. Love for everybody out there. Appreciate everybody doing the comments out there. Like, share, subscribe. Jake, any final comments for the folks out there?
Franchise tags start, I think, a week from now, week and a half. And March is along the corner, and we can start seeing free agency start, man. The beginning of the 2024 season starts soon, guys. Yep. Don't you worry. Be ready.
The Broncos are back, baby.
A lot of moves will be made. A lot of moves.
Who's your quarterback, by the way? Who's going to be your quarterback? That's an important position.
I'm hearing Sean Payton Sean Payton got a plan, and I'm hearing
Okay.
Pat Surtain might be traded for an early first-round pick.
Oh, who y'all shooting for? Bo Nix?
Oh, by the way, tell everybody that we're having.
Hey, that Drake Mayo won. Drake Mayo, he trash too.
Drake May?
Hey, by the way, everybody, in case I think Flo said it at the beginning of the show, but subscribe at The Bottom Line Sports because we will be on this Sunday. We will be on every Sunday from now on.
Every Sunday. We're going to come on. We're moving our shows to Sundays, afternoons, late afternoons. Football season's over. We're going to have one combined show every Sunday that works for everybody's schedule. So everybody can we're actually adjusting just for Omar. But I mean, everybody's schedule works good for Sundays. I'm just kidding, Omar. No, but that works for everybody's schedule. So we're going to do one show every Sunday. We may do an NBA special show during the playoffs when the playoffs kick off in May or June. And so we'll see what happens. But look for that every Sunday afternoon, baby.
Subscribe at The Bottom Line Sports.
Yeah, you remember last year during the playoffs, it got epic. It got crazy.
It got crazy. Jake was talking crazy in the playoffs.
I plan to again. I plan to again.
Second coming of Michael Jordan came last year.
Oh, man.
That's what he said.
That was horrible.
Second coming of Michael Jordan.
Steer the audience wrong. I never steer them wrong.
You did. You clearly
Heat
did.
in the gentleman's sweep.
You got screwed, man. Don't worry.
Subscribe at The Bottom Line Sports. The Bottom Line Sports. BHEBOTTOMLINESPORTS. The Bottom Line Sports coming to you this Sunday, every Sunday afternoon. Follow at The Bottom Line Sports. Subscribe for more and see us then on Sunday.
Every Sunday. Thanks, Omar.
Sunday. There you go. Sunday.
All right.
Peace out, y'all. We love you.
We'll see you next time on Bottom Line Sports.